Hello guys, welcome to the weekly recap. I'm your host Austin Otieno, and this show is brought to you by NewsunplugKE. Otherwise, stay tuned. So guys, I hope you are doing well. Mvua inazidi kunyesha na wiki imekuwa na vitu mingi hapa na pale, and we have come to bring you that recap right at your place. So starting this week, of course, acha tuanze na ile story ya Ezekiel na Mackenzie. Nikupe tu summary venye vitu zimeenda. So Pastor Ezekiel of New Life Church was actually released on a cash bail of 1.3 million. Now Mackenzie is still going to be detained for further 30 days to allow room for further investigations. Now at the moment, kuna around 609 people have been reported to be missing, and the death toll, the exhumed bodies are now hitting up to 170. Just imagine 170 people saizi ndio wamekuwa exhumed. Like these people were on a starvation cut. Like imagine tu unakaa tu bila kukula until you die. Like honestly lakini hii economy unaweza jaribu, you can try with this economy. I think you can try, but anyway, what I can say, these people really, they are really yearning to be like, can I say, religious. Like they really want to meet Jesus, and this was the only way they had to go through. But manze, our pastors bana, sa zingine bana, just bana, I don't know what can I say, but putting your flock into some, can I say, temptations or whatever the cult it is, at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, manze, you are a man of God. I think sometimes you need to ask yourself, hiki tunafanya, is it right ama ni wrong, manze? I don't think like putting your fellow colleagues, fellow human beings, born and created and born in the image of likenesses of God, and then you just put them in such a way. So guys, so that is the summary of what has been happening, and the investigations are still going on, and the death cases, the exhumed bodies zinazidi kupanda tu, yani inashtua. So families wameflood Malindi mortuary hospitals. They are trying to locate their missing people. It's such a sad story, manze. And relating to this, tuko na ule Yesu wa Bungoma. The only Jesus who can turn water into tea. If this man could be my neighbor, mi ningekuwa naenda tu hapo na mkate na mandazi, namwambia Yesu, nimekujia breakfast bwana, kindly turn this water bwana. I have no tea, I have the escort. I could be really enjoying this neighbor. So Elias Wekesa, saizi, like this week he was arraigned in court by the DCI all the way from Bungoma, and he's also being alleged to be giving out false teachings to the church. And I don't know what's happening to this country. Like kitu moja kishashika tu mtu, there is something that will follow another one, so people are just saying, manze, hii story ilikuwa ya Mackenzie, now imefuata Pastor Ezekiel, and now it is following this Jesus of Tongaren, the Jesus of Tongaren, ule wa Bungoma, and amepelekwa in police custody for around 4 days to allow room for investigations. So ataenda court on the 12th of May to see the conclusions. But then what did he have to say about this? So akasema ati the sun and the moon ndio watakuwa lawyers wangu. Tricky sana. Anyway, let's hope and see what will happen as investigations are still going on. And now let me take you to Nairobi. There has been a recent research by the Drugs and Substance Abuse Statistics na outline Nairobi as the what can I call it, the high city, the high town, where a lot of the people, majority of the people consume cannabis. Cannabis ni bangi, by the way. So watu wa Nairobi, watu wa Kanairo, mnasemekana mnatumia hii kitu vibaya sana, sijui. But anyway, anytime umestep to Nairobi hivi, kuna tu hiyo ka flame tu, kuna hiyo ka moshi, you can feel the smell in the CBD. Unajua, you know what I'm saying? So honestly, obviously the Apple results azingedanganya. So with this the things that are coming out is that the statistics inasema kwamba people aged between 16 to 65 years, kama ni men, you will find that in out of 33 people, moja anatumia bangi. Yani kusanya tu around 33 people, pick at least one in those 33 people, make sure they are men, and pick one, just randomly pick one. Or how do we interpret this? In 33 men, there is one man mwenye at least anatumia bangi. Yes, that is the right one. And on the other side, for the female, wanasema in 1 out of 333, like kusanya all females just randomly, in all that 333, there is one mwenye anatumia cannabis. Hey. And of course western countries zinafuata na leading with the alcohol consumption, alafu Coast and Nyanza zinakuwa number 2 for both cases respectively. And another interesting story, hey, Kabarak University's Facebook page was hacked. Hey, hii story bana ilikuwa inakaa, I don't know, ilikuwa inakaa ish. Nilikuwa na issue, but it was something nimefind out it was true, by the way. So the Facebook ya watu got hacked by some hacker, and what the hacker did was kind of some games with these people. So the hacker started posting a few things on the Facebook page, maybe saying kitu kama we are just having fun. He's giving these people a challenge. If they can retrieve this page back, he will give it to them. He will give it back for free. But if they do not, they will have to pay $500. That is about around 68k. Just imagine. So watu wakakaa, the vice chancellor anaitwa Professor Henry Kiplagat akaita timu wake wa the digital team from the school side, of course, wenye wamesimamia hizo socials, and a few IT students and other staffs wakaanza kufuatilia hii kitu vibaya sana. And professor amesema they spent sleepless nights and days ili tu kupata this Facebook account back. But now coming this week, at least manze, they were able to retrieve it, and the page has about 75 to 78,000 followers. So just imagine when this hacker was posting some misleading information such that bana inafanya hata like, you know, kuna wazazi hapo, kuna students, like you lose that trust in the communication. Na ilifika hadi a point ana post to these prominent politicians na anaweka some cheeky captions, and you're like, what's happening? You see, so everything was just messed up. And there is this story about the Shedrick wildlife pilots who rescued a tanker driver along Galana Kulalu Causeway River, where, you know, there was this moment, Aki, I know you've seen that video, where imagine there is that all, can I say flood? Is it a river and a flood? A flood of water yenye ilikuwa inatembeza this big tanker ya lorry, and the driver was trying to survive, and manze, it felt like his last moment. Then out of nowhere, manze, God just brings you someone, your last hope, na pilots wamekuja hapo wakakusaidia. You know, it felt so nice, it felt so relieving, and he felt so like saved bana. And with this video trended online, and YESU saw this video. Dwayne Johnson, also known as The Rock, by the way, is a professional wrestler, actor, and he showed his appreciation to the Kenyan pilots who took this task, na akawa appreciate for this cause of action walifanya. Like it was just something touching, manze. And with this we go for a short break. Stay tuned, don't go away, don't go too far. So guys, welcome back from the short break, and if you've watched up to this point, bana, subscribe, like, comment, keep me those comments coming. And now there is a story that is coming back this week. Jackie Maribe. Jackie Maribe was a former TV host, TV journalist, all the way from Citizen TV. She had this murder case of Monica Kimani that happened in September 19th, 2018. And this week, he stood by the bar to, defend herself. So what comes out is that Jackie Maribe said she was with Mike Sonko at the time this incident occurred. So the allegations that she took part in the murder should not actually be in the list, kwa sababu she left the Citizen TV place at around 10 p.m. and at that time she also went to meet Mike Sonko, where they went to some entertainment club, and later on Mike Sonko confirmed this story. And so much still going on, the matter is still in court, and as the facts still come, we will keep you updated either in our website, our social media handles, anywhere. We always got you covered. And now there is also another interesting story. Starting this year, Kenya will be exporting around 700,000 cows to Indonesia. Not cows as in human beings. I know some of you are cows anyway. Not cows. I'm saying head of cattle. Hakuna cattle. Head of cattle. So the cabinet secretary for trade, Moses Kuria, went to the southeastern parts of the Asian countries, and there he met some Australian business partners, and they talked all this out with the animal production team all the way from Indonesia. So Kenya is doing well in livestock, agriculture, these things. Yeah, Kenya dwells so much and perfectly well in this. And to support this, Moses Kuria, who is the trade cabinet secretary, alikuwa huko Indonesia, and he presented these facts, because Indonesia also, there is a way they are also good in animal production, domestic and everything. So this mheshimiwa saw that kama iko hivi na hivi, we can make a good business deal. And now the promise Moses Kuria gave us is that we will be exporting around 700,000 cows. Inaka jokes, but ni serious by the way. If you have cows, prepare, manze. It's high time you should benefit. I don't know, siji if cows can also cows can travel through an airplane. Can cows be transported through airplane? Sikuwa nimejua by the, but now I know. So guys, that's another good story you need to get acquainted with. Ukiona cows kwa airport, usishangae kwani hizi ng'ombe zote zinaenda wapi. They are being taken to Indonesia. And there is a high taxation yenye imekuwa released na the president, by the way, following the financial bill 2023. Na a lot of you, a lot of things, a lot of businesses are going to be tasked. Ukue content creator, ukue demrembo, itabidi ugaramike, cause the wigs are going to be taxed, the artificial eyelashes are going to be taxed, your wigs, sijini weaves na wigs, their things better, they are going to be taxed. But what Babu Owino said about this is really amazing. Babu Owino says, bana, you should not tax our ladies. They are our tourist attractions. When they buy those wigs, when they buy the wherever you're watching me from, ladies, I want to know, are you a tourist attraction, Ama? Anyway, I want to know your side of the story. Was this a hate speech ama alijaribu kuwatetea? Because honestly, by the way, just imagine unataksiwa wig, unataksiwa eyelashes, unataksiwa nini tena, yani everything to beauty products zimekuwa taxed. Imagine such a scenario manze. And then hapo tuko na wazungu hapo hivyo, lazima kuna venye Kenya is rich by the way. Ukiangalia Wajaluo wako na ukiangalia Ukikuyu wako na I don't know what you know about. Let me know. Just comment me something about Kenyan ladies yenye wakiweka hii taxation of wigs it will affect. And now this week again, our president Dr. William Ruto was in Israel also was in Israel for the development of the country, these meetings, partnership and everything. So while he was there, he saw and he witnessed how trees were being planted. So they went to the Jerusalem forest where they planted a few trees, and before planting of the trees started, guess what happened? Maombi ndo ilikuwa imeanza kabla kupanda mti. And when the president saw this, he said, and I quote, and when the president saw this, he realized that Kenyans, shida yenye tuko nayo, mbona miti haimei? Ni kwa sababu hatuombi kwanza. It looks a joke, but it is serious. The president alinote kwamba in Kenya, we've tried this planting of trees things. We want to plant 15 million trees, but they are not growing. Zina fail. The project is failing because you are not praying fast. So aka challenge the Israelites kwamba when we get back to our country, I'm going to make sure at least Kenyans, before we plant a tree, tuombe manze, lazima tuombe hii mti imee bana, lazima tuombe mti imee. So guys, as we come to the end of this weekly recap, there is this sad story of Mukami Kimathi. Mukami Kimathi was the wife to the late Dedan Kimathi, the field marshal who fought for the independence and all that team. Yeah, so she passed away when she was receiving treatment at Nairobi Hospital. And I remember there was this nini. She had a wish, by the way. She really wished that the remains of the body of her late husband to be taken away from, is it Kamiti, to be taken to her home. And up to now, the government of Moi imepita hivyo, government of Kibaki has just passed like that, ya Uhuru imepita. I don't know what William Samoei Ruto will do to meet her wish. So guys, a lot is still going on, a lot is trending. Deputy Gachagua, Raila Odinga, we are still waiting to get more informations that are coming on our table, and be sure to get these stories at our social media platforms, that is www.newsunplug.co.ke, and be sure to follow us on all our social media platforms, that is NewsunplugKE. Otherwise, I've been yours once again, Austin Otieno. God bless you. See you next week, same time, same place. Bye.